in the room. So why don't you talk about what were the youngest artists being signed in like the 80s?
Facts.
That's
like
what I know that.
No,
that on there.
no, we got to put it out. But what I did was, you know, the young boy and I that being here with me, Kid, the young boy that got the show on Monday.
Right.
And actually, I started passing the ball to him as far as with DJing and doing everything that I would have did, like as far as with the album and stuff like that. And I just co-signed him.
All right.
For the fact that the same as with a label, because I was looking at as soon as this album dropped, as soon as I start putting out these singles and all that stuff, it's going to run me. They're going to run me here. They're going to run me there. I'm going to have to. I'm 43.
You could be all over the place.
You know what I'm saying? So I looked at, well, he's young, so I looked at the longevity. If I give him the ball right now, while I already took it up the court, all he got to do is lay it up.
I respect it.
You know, so that was the labels. The label was looking at, if I sign you and you're 16, I can sign you to a 10-album deal.
That's why Jay-Z was so fucking excited when he found Young Chris.
Yeah. But even before Young Chris, there was a lot of young artists.
He's 16. Yeah, Nas came out with Illmatic at like what, 17?
Yeah, that was like the normal age.
No, I think
of an artist.
I think Nas was 20.
With Illmatic?
20 years old. That's still young, bro.
Yeah, that's still
crazy.
young.
But
you gotta look like even when you go back to like Fresh Prince and like all of these dudes, like everybody was young.
Nas was like I think 17 or 18 live at the barbecue. You remember that?
He was
live
like,
at the barbecue
hell for snuffing Jesus and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they and it's crazy. I mean, like, so I say it's really no difference. The only difference is now that the rappers that's young looks young and they act young.
And they're wild and they need to grow up. They're gonna change a lot in the next decade.
Right, but before the young guys didn't act like they was young guys.
They didn't act. No.
That's why you didn't know how old they was.
People were raised different.
Because they was raised different.
They had to grow up quick because their fathers had to teach them how to grow the fuck up quick. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like they had to learn more.
Because the thing was, it was like.
Different, man.
Yeah, the thing was, it was the way that you grew up.
Drugs now,
right?
You know what I mean? It's all fucked up.
Herbo got on when he was 15, 16.
That's normal age,
and he's like 22 now. But
the demographics is all different. Everything's different.
What I'm saying is just like the difference in age and the difference in like aesthetic. You feel me? Lil Pump, he got on when he was 15, 16, but he was acting grown on some street shit. I thought the little nigga was 18 years old because he had face tattoos, he had straps.
Mind you, there's a couple of them. There's a couple of these young artists out today that really do act older. That's fine.
Fucked me up
but for the most part, I don't think they do. For the most part,
what fucked me up is when Tekashi came out. I thought he was like 19 years old. The man is my age. From
right. I actually, for real, like. I don't know really a damn thing about the dude other than I see him in my feeds every other day, like on some shit. But I thought he was young as shit. Like I thought he was like 17, 18 maybe.
Bro.
Yeah.
But fucking when I saw
23 is young though.
'Cause he's trolling, bro.
23 is young.
He acts like a kid. 23 is young.
I feel like for me that's super old to get on.
That's perception is reality, bro. That's in your own mind.
23 is young.
It's very young.
Like when people come to me and like even if you was coming to me for help and I say how old are you and you say 23, let's do it.
There's people getting on at 30, bro. Artists getting on at 30.
So
like
weird.
20 to 30 years old is like I'll bet you like the age range that they want is like 15 to 25, and then just after that, like, you could really blow 25 to 30.
But
you know what I mean?
It's only the market.
Now, if you're 30 something, then they start probably looking like, all right, is there someone better? Can we replace him?
But 2 Chainz.
They look at the situation.
It's only,
if there's no one better at the time, then they're gonna take you.
2 Chainz.
You know what I mean?
But 2 Chainz was already in the door.
Yeah, he was. With Grand
Titty
Hustle and shit.
Boy was tearing shit up.
He was Titty Boy.
You know what I mean, Titty Boy was really.
He wasn't. He was with.
That man was tearing it up.
I think he was.
He was with Luda.
He was with Luda.
He was with Luda. DTP,
Disturbing the Peace.
So was that nigga from Smart Guy? Oh my god! Man's from Smart Guy. You know what I'm talking about, right? The dark skinned bull.
Nah,
bro, the dark skinned bull from Smart Guy.
All I remember was like
Mari's brother.
Players Circle.
Yeah, that was their hit. Duffel Bag.
Yeah, all that shit.
Bro, I'm telling you, nigga from Smart Guy was on DTP. He has a song with Ludacris.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, the dark skin boy. He was in ATL, the movie ATL.
With T.I.?
Yes, bro. He was in the movie with ATL. He had a song with Ludacris. He was signed to DTP for like 5 minutes.
I know that big boy from Outkast was in ATL.
Bro, the dark skinned boy from ATL who had the grill. Niggas always clowned him for being too old to be in high school.
I don't remember the movie, bro. It's been so long.
Oh, yeah, the young boy.
You know what I'm talking about? Bull was signed to DTP for like 5 minutes. And then right after 2 Chainz got out his deal, DTP just kind of...
He said 5 minutes.
Now, would that be the thing, too? Like, everybody, they are willing to give actors and ball players and all. They're willing to give you that chance because you already have a fan base. You know, but it's like
you
now
have a fan base.
Yeah, it's like now when you get that fan base,
it's not much of a risk,
right? But if they don't accept you, you're gone.
Facts.
Now, North, anybody pop up in your mind from like maybe the 80s or even the early 90s that was just young as shit that got on? Like anybody that you remember, like other that we just said Nas, like was that the earliest?
Rakim was when he got on, because he's always looked old as fuck. Rakim always looked like a granddad.
Back when it was Eric B and Rakim, he was young as shit,
yeah,
bro.
He was young.
He was young.
He was like an 820. But that's what I'm saying, and that, like I said, that takes me back to like when they
DJ Polo and Cool G Rap, like he was young as shit too.
Yeah, but you know what it was? Them dudes when they got on, they had money. You know, they got their deals and stuff like that. So, they go put the big chains and all of that stuff on, and automatically you go from Oshkosh, you go from you go from a drummer to looking like a baby.
The fucking connection, man.
He said Oshkosh by God.
But you automatically go from a kid to looking older because now the way that you're carrying yourself.
Right.
Because first of all, like
Slick Rick.
Yeah, like
Big Daddy Kane.
Them niggas all look like grown
These
men.
are all people that I love and respect the fuck out of.
Grown
but that's what I was saying. That was the era where guys looked older than what they was.
Like, bro, when I saw an old picture of NWA, I thought all them niggas was like 25 to 30.
They was teenagers.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That shows you that the streets really make you mature.
And that was like 87.
That's crazy.
Ice Cube was really running around out here with a baby face.
Especially
Eazy-E. Eazy-E was too.
And he was
Eazy-E was hard, and he was like what, 15 or 16?
He was the most gangster nigga in that whole crew,
right?
No, he was the.
No, he was the streets.
The gangster.
He was the streets.
Yeah, he was. You think Ice Cube was jumping off the porch? I don't think Ice Cube.
Ice Cube was a wild dude.
I don't think he ever saw the rock.
Ice Cube did some shit back.
Yeah,
he was a wild dude.
Hustling. Like people get that confused. Like you have
to
get
him fucked up.
Like you got to be in the game, like to be
a tough nigga.
A tough nigga. Like like Cube was the one. Cube wasn't taking no shit.
It's so crazy.
And he had heart.
At that time, in that era where gang culture was so prevalent, bro, none of them was actually held to any gang. Like
the 92 riots and shit?
Yeah, like not one of those niggas was gangbanging at all.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Because you didn't have to be. Like, a lot of time people look at TV and stuff like that and feel as though you got to pick a side.
But after they did it, everybody wanted to do it because they had the persona. Like, they looked like they were gangbanging. So everybody that came up after them...
No, but you notice they stayed in black. That kept them.
Those are neutral colors.
They kept them neutral.
Yeah. They did.
You know, but
they just look gangster.
They just look gangster.
Yeah. Like I'm going to tell you right now.
But if people don't know, there's a difference between gangster and gangbanger.
Word.
Right. Very true.
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga Suge Knight said, "Don't make me change you, Eric." That shit. His big ass fucking red fucking tuxedo, looking like an apple. Like a Granny Smith orchard apple.
Yeah, he used to be carried away, but like the shit
used to be crazy.
The shit that he did, you be looking like, why? Like, I don't give a fuck how gangster you are. It's certain shit you be like, why?
Why? Yeah, for real. That's why I have no respect for Suge Knight, bro.
Yeah, like when he whooped the boy ass over the parking spot. Why? Why?
So fuck up on my parking spot, blood. Let me get it bracking over here, blood. Fuck up on my parking spot. That shit was crazy, bro. Like, See, like, and that's not even half of what S.H.O.E used to
That's
do,
not, yeah,
bro.
like, all this shit that he used to do, it was.
You not touching it, nah. Man. Listen, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I just think like nowadays, like with
I know his son.
I'm not going there. I just think nowadays with the young kids and they age and their aesthetic, it makes me personally feel like they should either be younger or not be in the rap game at all, because like people like Trippie Redd, that he's 18 years old, bro, but he's
a wild dude. Just say that.
Wild as hell. You feel me? Trippie Redd is 18 years old out here smacking bitches in the face with guns and shit like that, doing I guess like street grown shit. Lil Pump is 16, 17, not even 18 years old, has face tattoos. Same thing with X. Same thing with Bieber. Same thing with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like you don't know the age of these kids anymore because of the shit that they're doing. And I feel like with 80s and 90s and early 2000s, you could differentiate their age. Like when I first saw that Joel Santana was 18 years old, when he first said that, and like I think Oh Boy or whatever, like he was like, oh, plus I'm 18 and live a crazy life and I know what the 80s like. Yeah. He looked 18 years old. You feel me? So comparing that to someone like Tekashi 6ix9ine, you don't know what they age is.
But to us, the era, adults.
No, but the era changed, and you touched on it earlier, like the era change. I'm gonna give you an example. Like even with my parents, right? Now I'm the oldest, and the reason why I even act the way that I act, I'm gonna put it like I did a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I did a lot of shit, but it was like I still had respect, but I was still street. You feel what I'm saying? Like. I didn't take no shit, but I have.
It rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, I didn't take no shit, but I was respectful. Like when a lady come down the street with her bag, you need help. Like we was raised a little different because they kept us tighter in the generation that we was brought up in. They held us a little tighter and taught us respect. If not, they fuck us up.
Word.
You feel what I'm saying? So as time started changing, the parents started getting younger and started getting to where as though, the time started changing so the parents started changing.
The parents became kids.
Yeah, the parents started changing.
That's why I got respect for people like 2 Chainz and like YG, motherfuckers who are still like stuck in like that street life, but actually know how to carry themselves as men.
T.I.
You feel me? T.I. even, yes.
T.I. bro.
T.I. is a perfect.
T.I. is so street, but. Yet he's got a whole family. He's got the show with the family.
They still come from that same era of when you're a man. This is how you act as a man. He's a
real king. Like
this is what you're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to act. But it's like now, you know.
I look up to
if I would have came in my crib with a tattoo on my face,
right? Right.
I wouldn't have been able to live there.
Right.
Because that was a rule in 90% of the households when I was growing up. If you can't abide by my rules, you got to get the fuck out.
You can do it, but you got to get the fuck out.
You got to get out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is
that's how it was when I grew up.
Yeah, but the thing is now they do what they want to do, and they still in the crib. They're not getting in trouble. You in the era now to where as though they don't discipline
their parents.
They don't discipline their kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All types. So
the parents lost the power.
Yeah, they lost the power. They started making them their friend.
I've seen
this
too many
instances
where
fuck out of here.
Dude's telling his parents like, nah, shut the fuck up. Like I'm gonna do this. Like, that shit would never fly if I ever did that shit.
That shit would.
I wouldn't have lived after that.
Fucking World War III.
That little thing that they had out, that little friend that said, I brought you in this world and I take you out. That was some real shit.
That shit ain't never used to scare me. I'm just gonna be 100% honest. My dad said that shit to me.
I never spoke up and disrespected my parents like that, and if I ever did, like there were some times where like shit got a little wild, but I never just came out and disrespected.
You ever heard a comedian say? You ever heard a comedian say? I seen this show, and they said, if you ever tried to block your mom from hitting you. You hit her.
Yeah.
She told everybody that you hit her.
Facts. When you was just trying to defend yourself and block her from hitting you, like she gonna go to the whole hood and be like, "Oh, he put his hands on me."
I've actually had that happen with my ex before.
What, for real?
Like
when
where
she tried to hit you and you blocked her from hitting.
Yeah, bro.
And she was like, "Oh, he done not
hit me."
No, but that was the thing is the era that I was brought up in.
And I've also done that with my mom too.
You supposed to just take it.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck that, bro.
Yeah.
I remember one time my dad, I think I told the story already, my dad got the tennis shoe. Because we have family in like Maryland, so they called it the tennis shoe.
Did he shoe?
Yo, he literally grabbed the shoe and beat my ass with it real hard, right?
He beat shoe with the shoe, huh?
He beat shoe with the shoe. Yeah. And he fucking, and he
get the shoe.
Beat my ass every time. Yo, get the shoe, I gotta get the shoe, right?
You gotta put a mixtape out called
right,
Get the Shoe.
I get it. But every time he hit me, right, it hurt so bad. And every time I made a sound or put my hand there, he's like, all right, that's 10 more.
That makes it worse.
That's 10 more.
Yeah.
So he's like, don't say anything.
That was the game.
Fucking take it.
Yeah.
He literally, it was the most mentally, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like making the craziest face, bro, and just getting it, bro.
But you know, when you came up in that, and people don't really realize why it was so many men, because it was like, what can you do to me at this point?
Right.
It's like, what can you do to me? Like, you tough. You actually a man.
Right.
Like, people be like, nah, I ain't beating you're not supposed to beat your kid. I be like, listen, if certain shit I did, I was supposed to get my ass whooped.
Word.
Oh, and if I didn't get my ass,
how the fuck you gonna ground one of your sons for flipping a brick? You're grounded.
Yeah,
because you just sold drugs.
I used to take beatings like that. Shit prep the.
Yo, one day I was on the block hustling. I'm 14. Somebody told my mom I was out there.
Oh shit.
Yo, they didn't. She walked up on me.
Nobody was putting you on punishment. They were whipping the ass.
What? Yo, she walked up on me, gripped me up, all the way to the crib.
Damn.
And was telling me what she was going to do to me when we got to the crib.
I know you was scared as hell.
Yeah, you be fucking scared.
What I'm good. Yo, when someone tells you what they're gonna do,
that's fucked up. That's mental. That shit fucked like
that. Shit's almost worse than when it happened.
It was just like when somebody
he's thinking worst case
or
scenario.
When a parent is like, or when a parent is like, you better stop that crying before I give you something to cry about.
Right. Yeah, and the tactics and all that shit that they had. Like I said, that shit worked. Like when I first got locked up, I thought that shit was cool. I came home and shit, everybody outside on the block. I come back, I got my shoestrings and shit in my hand, fucking sneakers flopping. Cause you know they take your shoestrings when you go in the joint. I come out and shit. Everybody like, yo, what? I'm like, yeah.
A shoestring in jail is a weapon.
Yeah, you hang yourself. Like, yeah, I was locked up. Yeah, I was in the jail. Yeah, I'm thinking it's cool. I get in the crib, I'm sitting there chilling. My mom tell me to go take a shower. I go take that shower. I'm still thinking everything cool.
Right.
I get out that shower, go in the room. She come in there and whip my ass wet and damp.
Right.
Then every time when I was young and I thought about going to jail, I thought about that ass whooping. That's the whole thing when it comes to discipline. Like, that's what makes you think twice about what you're doing. So if you don't have that discipline, you're not thinking twice. Right. And most of these young boys now, they don't have to think twice. Right. Because they didn't have that discipline.
Facts.
It's just that.
I'm going to tell you a story, bro. I got off the porch at 15. And before that, I was already catching cases. Like I caught my first 2 cases when I was 13 and 14. And then after that, I just caught like 4 more. You feel me? 15, 16 years old. I'm telling my mom straight to her face, like, yo, I'm making this money, and it's not in the way that you want me to. You feel me? Like, I'm not finna sit here and keep asking you for bread. And my mom, being the woman that she was, she definitely didn't agree with it, and she definitely didn't fuck with it. But she told me, like, listen, like, I know I can't do shit for you. I can't make you listen to me because I was a wild ass kid. You feel me? Me and my mom was getting into arguments all the time. I was one of those millennials that had no respect for their parents. I was telling my mom, shut the fuck up, all this other crazy nut shit. And fucking she was like, she was definitely not taking a verbal disrespect. You feel me? She was always definitely telling me like, yo, if you keep talking to me like that, I'll really put hands on you. And she really has actually, like, my mom is almost 60, and at this time she was probably like 55, and she was putting hands on me. She was slapping the shit out of me at certain times. But
she smacked the shit out of you.
Yes, bro. But I was still out there hustling on the street and doing what I needed to do because she knew that I needed my own bread. I was tired of asking her for bread, and it got to a point to where like she was like, "You need to get the fuck out this house." At 17 years old, like you need to get the fuck out this crib if you just gonna keep.
But how old was your mom when you was?
My mom was like. My mom 58, 59 now. I was 15 at that time, so my mom had to be like in her early 50s, probably like 52.
See, but that was the thing too.
My mom had me moving my dad's at
like,
17 too.
That was the thing too. Like with her age, like she wasn't young.
Yeah.
You know, so when she wasn't, even though she wasn't young,
wasn't trying to have
she
it.
wouldn't have did the same. Nah, she would have fucked you up for real. Like,
right.
If she was younger, she would have had it in her.
She was over it.
It wouldn't have been a threat.
Right.
And that's what I was saying, like the difference between me and like my younger brother. Like I wasn't even allowed to have girls in my house.
When the parents are older, you get away with more.
You get away with more stuff when they're older. That's why I was saying about like now parents are so young. That's why they get away with so much. You was getting away with what she was getting away with because of her age. You know, but she still wanted to probably fuck you up. I'm sure she put hands on you.
Yo,
you just not saying she she knocked him out and put him to sleep.
She never knocked me out.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
I remember one time, bro, I came into the house dumb mad, bro. My whole family whipped my ass this day. I was stupid mad about some shit that happened at school. And fucking, I was telling everybody, shut the fuck up. I'll beat up everybody in this house. Boom. My older brother came, whipped my ass, packed me out. My other older brother came, boom, whipped my ass, packed me out. My sister came, we fighting and shit. She throwing dishes at me, packed me out. And my mom was like, you had enough? I was like, fuck you. Boom, smacked the shit out of me. Not after that smack, bro. Like, it was something emotional about that smack that really made me drop to the floor and cry. Because all the other ass whoopings, I was like, fuck y'all. Like, that shit don't mean nothing
You didn't
to me.
expect her to do it. That's
Yo,
what
she
it was.
smacked
that shit
the
fucked you
shit
up.
out of me, bro. I turned her my ass. Like,
She shoot you?
bro, my nigga, I went downstairs.
My
and
mom
cried.
double slapped me before.
With the backhand?
Nah, fuck no. She said she was talking
like the...
No, she was talking to me one day. And I'm looking at her and I'm getting a little, I'm like, all right. So she looked up, she said, what you want to fight?
Hey!
Like, straight, like, so I'm looking at her like, yo, like, if you don't go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not beating my ass no more. Like, that was the look I gave her, like, you're not beating my ass.
Ass man.
You're not beating my ass no more. So, as she's talking to me, I'm looking at her, she said, what you want to fight? I'm like, yo. And I looked at her, but then go ahead, look.
Yeah, facts.
So she just looked at me for a second. So I said something before I can get that shit out my mouth. She took her hands.
She got it out herself?
She
Oh,
smacked you on
shit.
both sides of your face.
Oh, yo.
Yo, she Hulk smashed him, bro.
Yo,
she really Hulk smashed him.
I think she was looking at me trying to figure out
That shit
how
was
she was going to knock me out real quick.
She said,
that shit was
boom.
inspired by the Hulk, bro. Marvel did that shit.
No, you know when you mad? I seen somebody one time. They was in a bar. He arguing with his girl, and she giving him the fit like, yeah, like whatever. But he studying in her ear. This her face. But he studying on the side of her face like, yes. So I guess she not really trying to hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
He bit her face. Like he didn't know what to do at this point. I knew the feeling though, cause it's like you ever wanna fuck somebody up so bad, but you can't.
Yeah. Facts.
Yes!
You want to fuck somebody up
All the time,
yo. So when he did it, I knew I was like, yo, he was frustrated. Like, what do I do? Like, bitch, like I want to not.
Bitch, come here. Chop your fucking face
stop
off.
playing with me.
Oh, man.
Word. Facts.
Right?
Facts. Because if he would have put his hands on her in front of
Everybody would have seen it.
But
everybody didn't see the bite though.
Yeah, that could have been misconstrued as a real violent kiss. You feel me?
Right.
Yo, but I was like, I was like, I knew the frustration.
That's funny.
I have cried because I want to fuck somebody up and can't.
Yo, facts. Facts, bro.
Yo, I sat back and like, yo, I want to kill this. Like, I want to kill him.
I've wanted to kill people.
Yeah,
I have cried because I wanted to kill someone.
Yeah,
but I couldn't,
bro.
Yeah, you be like, yo, like I can't do it, yo.
They did.
And it's pissing you off.
The worst shit you could do to me, and I wanted to kill him. And I made up my mind and said, I don't give a fuck if I go to jail or I die in the process. Like, I don't care. I want to kill him that bad.
Yeah. But luckily,
I talked myself out of that shit because I'm a logical human being. But at the time, that shit had me fucked up.
Imagine S.H.O.E in jail, bro. You think he would be bigger, or you think he'd just be at the same
I'd smack the shit out of someone, bro. I swear to God, I'll make a weapon and fuck you up. I promise you, bro.
Yo, we need to smack the shit out of somebody's shirts, bro, because that is like literally your catchphrase, bro. That or good talk. Like, that's the only two things he be saying, bro. We need shirts like that.
That slap shit. Yeah, I used to tell everybody. Everybody used to like, yo, why you slap, nigga? I'd be like,
that's
listen.
the most disrespectful thing you could do to a grown man.
But I was always,
I've done it.
I was always small.
No, it literally, when you get the perfect, when you hit it so perfect and it gets the right sound and it literally hurts the fuck out of them.
It hurts their pride.
When you do it to a grown man, it's like, yeah, like I didn't swing at you, bro. Like I slapped the shit out of you.
And you get to walk away safely too,
right? And
no, a lot of times, and people always wonder why I did it because, like I said,
it takes the whole manhood, bro. With
all right. If you arguing with somebody or you going back and forth, a lot of times we about to fight,
right?
So it's like I gotta swing before he do because he's about to swing.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack you.
You know, so. You smack the shit out of him.
You smack the shit out of him.
So when you slap him, right, I'm going to tell you what. See, when you slap.
This is S.H.O.E and I support this message.
Fact.
All right, this is the thing. When you punch somebody, if I punch you in the face, what are you automatically going to do?
I'm going to knock your shit.
You're going to swing.
Yeah, fact.
But when you slap somebody, it has to register.
Right.
That they just got slapped. Right. So while that shit is trying to register,
right,
I'm on your ass.
You're sitting there and you did not expect to get swung on.
Right, it has to register.
You get slapped. You're like, did he just smack me?
Hold on.
Yo, that's anybody.
You got to think about that while you still getting assaulted too. Like,
yeah, because right after that, like I said, like that's the one thing. Like a punch.
I feel like that. It's a better way. It's a physical way of calling a dude a bitch when you slap him.
It is.
You know
and then the thing was when I was younger and I used to do it. I did it because for one, I knew what it did to a man, and two, if you whip my ass, I was never scared to get my ass whipped.
Nah, neither was.
Like if we going to rumble, we going to run. If I lose, I lose. Word. But I'm not a bitch. I'm a man at the end of the day. You know, so. But the thing was, when I slapped you, even if you whip my ass, you're not going to be able to live that down.
Niggas can talk about that shit.
When you go to talk about you whip my ass, they got to say.
North smacked the shit out of Bull?
Yeah. So when you talking, and you like, yo, man, I fucked him up. Yeah, but he slapped the shit out you. Right. It's going to be that.
Right. Especially if you get that shit now on like in today's day and age, bro. Yo, bro, I'm so afraid to get world starred, bro.
Yo, this boy tried to fight me in high school. Bro. I grabbed his, the little handle on the backpack?
Yeah.
I grabbed the handle and I swung him around.
Damn.
Like the ride at the carnival that goes in the...
You was this big in high school?
You know the chairs? No, not at all. I was skinny motherfucker.
Oh, I
couldn't do much. I grabbed the handle and I fucking swung him around.
You was beating niggas up as an inchworm.
No, but that's.
I wasn't beating people up. I was getting bullied on. That was the
thing. You found something
me up.
Because the hoodies. I love for you to have a hoodie on when you try me.
Yeah, now you're lucky, nigga.
Yeah. Hey. I remember one time I was fighting.
I would love someone try to fight me with a hoodie on.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's like a female with braids.
Shit down over your face and I'm fucking you.
That's like a female with braids.
Right.
I gotta do
the hoodie is the same. Yeah. I
gotta do it. I'm taking your extensions. Yeah, facts. Yo, real shit though, I used to have long hair like down to my fucking chest. You feel me? Down to my nipples.
I'm done with you.
And I swear to God,
I feel like you would look like Damian Marley or something.
I looked like Jaden Smith in the fucking face, bro. And fucking, cause I have a beard at the time. You feel me? I was a young bull, and fucking nobody ever really tried that shit with me. You feel me? Cause I was always fighting niggas and females.
You probably look like Cat Williams,
bro.
You're like everybody back up is gonna be ball juice everywhere.
You know that video with Bow Wow and Omarion, Let Me Love You. That's exactly what I look like. Bow Wow with the box braids and the beads. But fucking
niggas said like Cat Williams.
Niggas never tried me on that shit. Niggas never pulled my hair. I never had to put my hair in a ponytail or nothing like that. Even when I was fighting females, because I was getting bullied by girls too. We always had that respect for each other.
I would have pulled the shit out of that,
bro. We would have, bro. That was one thing that everybody in my hood was not fucking with. You not pulling my hair and you not pulling me by my.
No, if you got dirty on me though, like if I'm in a fight and someone starts getting dirty and doing crazy shit, I'm doing crazier shit.
You have to do something.
Yeah,
you have to.
Somebody.
Cause like it's my pride. It's my pride. Like I'm a fair and square guy. Like,
you have
I want to just square up with you fair and square. But as soon as you do some dirty shit, you pick something up.
Yeah, you open the door.
Whatever. I'm fucking.
You open the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna have more creative ideas.
Somebody did that to me. Like I'm trying to fight him, and they kept trying to like bear hug me and like sling me. I couldn't get loose. I'm like, the fuck, like.
I'm gonna get behind him and put him in a full Nelson.
No, I couldn't get behind because he got me and he's holding me trying to. So I bit the nigga on his chest. Yeah,
you bite him or you swing him around and you jump on your back.
I bit the shit out of him and held that Joe. He like, yo, get him off me, get him off me.
Throw niggas in the thorn.
Bro, I done told you to get off of me fucking 10 times.
Be sad about some shit. Yeah, facts. But nah, what's the next topic, bro?
Stick your hand in a cage and you get bit. Now you motherfucking wonder why.
Yeah.
Facts. Teeth, nigga.
All right. For our mental health topic, guys, we're gonna talk about.
Hold on. We're gonna gotta register real quick.
We gotta register.
Imagine North biting this shit out of a man's.
Yo, I bit this. Yo,
that's funny as shit.
I was about 19. I still remember. I never forget this shit.
I'm sure that nigga never did.
It's funny as shit. If a grown man bites someone, it's actually funny as shit.
Yeah, I seen him one day. He was like, yo. Remember you bit me? That mark's still on my
Yeah, bitch. You gotta wake up and remember.
You really,
you gotta tell your girl. You gotta tell your girl the story,
right?
Damn.
When she say where that come from.
That reminds me of a Nas line. He said how people like run around the streets and talk about how Nas did this, like the mark. Right. You know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Right. Next topic.
All right, for our mental health topic, guys, we're going to talk about. So this is pretty cool. This is a fact. It's not cool at all, but it's like I found it very interesting. So depression in mothers impacts a child's immune system and psychological health.
Are we talking about when she's pregnant with a child?
Yeah,
or like...
hold up. Say that again.
Depression in mothers impacts a child's immune and psychological health.
Are we talking about when the child is incubating inside, or are we talking about just the environment?
Yeah, that gotta be.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, that has to be.
No. What I'm saying is like when your mother's pregnant and you're in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
my mom must have been depressed.
That it's saying like, if you're depressed or fucked up, like it's the same thing. Like you can stun a baby's growth or fuck them up, right?
Yeah,
they're gonna have like all kinds of problems if they do drugs or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Or they drink alcohol. But
I think
if they're actually depressed, you got to look at what depression is. Depression, fucks with your. I don't know how to like scientifically break it down for you.
Yeah, like your levels and all types of stuff. So you depriving them, the more
right. So
the more your shit is off, the more you making the babies off.
Your mom's that you're connected with your mom.
Right,
everything that she eats, you eat. Everything she feels, you feel. So like when she's depressed, it somewhat makes you depressed.
Yeah.
So your immune system is off. Which is not good. Obviously, you don't want your immune system off before you're even born.
Right.
And then your psychological health on top of it.
You know what? I can vouch for that because my mom, she suffers from bipolar disorder, and so do I as well. And when my mom was pregnant with me, I was the last child. So when my mom was pregnant with me, her and my dad was going through like a bunch of bullshit.
That's genetic?
What? Bipolar? Any mental illness can be hereditary.
Passed on.
Like depression.
I think so.
Depression, bipolar, schizophrenia are all proved to be genetic. Schizophrenia actually is held within the genes of women. I think bipolar is as well, and stuff like depression is like held within the genes of like men and stuff like that. But what was I saying? Yeah, my mom's bipolar. I'm bipolar, and like at the time, like when my mom was pregnant with me. she and my dad were like going through a bunch of shit. My dad was cheating. My mom knew. She just never said nothing. Like a bunch of like crazy shit was going on. And my mom, being a strong woman that she was, she never let anybody like see what the fuck she was dealing with. So I'm pretty sure while my mom was pregnant with me, I was feeling the after effects of what she was going through with my pops and raising my brother and raising my sister, because my sister has emotional issues as well. My brother is kind of just like my brother. I'm not really going to get too deep into it. But like, I can definitely see where you're coming from with that, because I'm someone who suffers from mental illness. My mother is someone who suffers from mental illness. My sister suffers from it, and we all definitely came out of our fucking mom. So like, there's definitely some validity in that. And I don't know anything really about the whole immune system thing, but I know that like, as a human, being angry, like having too much anger or being angry too much within your week or within your life can affect your respiratory system, like your heart and shit like that, and like fuck up your blood pressure and shit like that, bro. So like, emotions are a very, very powerful and very conscious thing, like something that we all need to be conscious of, because if you're too depressed, things like overeating can happen. You can lose track of your hygiene. You can lose track of even days, you know, like you can start losing sleep and shit. Like, your emotions are very part of your health, as much as like what you eat or what you watch or what you read or how you even react.
Depression increases maternal stress, which impacts a child's stress levels.
Postpartum,
and
bro.
Insensitive behaviors by a mother may increase a child's social withdrawal, which increases the risk of psychiatric disorders.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's super nuts. Like,
so that just goes. I mean, that opens up a bigger door. Something that we can talk about. So your attitude towards life, you know, how you act and the shit you do, can really impact the people around you. You know what I mean? So, like, we need to be conscious of that, how we act and how we come off to other people. And, you know, there's nothing worse than a person with a just real shitty, nasty attitude. You know what I mean? And they just don't realize it, and they walk around and just they're miserable, or they're always bitching and complaining and shit, and they don't realize what they're actually doing to other people around them. You're bringing everybody down.
I used to be that guy.
You know what I mean? Like, some people really have a problem speaking up on their problems, but then some other people, like, I know for myself, I don't like to tell people my problems because I don't want to fuck them up. I don't want to bring them down. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I know that's not good. Like, there should be like a support system there.
That's why it's healthy to have a support system.
There is a mutual support system where you can help each other. But
is the reason you don't fall. That support system is the reason you don't feel useless when you express your emotions or feel like you're wasting someone's time.
I have a problem, though. Like, I try to keep things to myself a lot, and I don't tell people my problems. Like, I could be going through the worst shit, and you'll never know it. Like, people on social media, people, you know, that even people that may live with me will never know. You know what I mean? If it has nothing to do with that person, they'll never know I'm going through some shit because I hide it well. Yeah, and that may not be a great
for
thing,
everybody listening. Y'all better hit up S.H.O.E and see what's going on with him, because I'm with this motherfucker every week. He smile all the time. His beard never stops being blonde. You feel me? He doesn't have any gray hair. So if there's something you stressing about, bro, we need to have a little conversation. You feel me? But
I mean, life is good. It's all about, you know, like I said earlier, perception is reality. It's all about how you look at it. You know, we could go through shit, but you don't have to let it bring you down. You don't have to let it fuck you up. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's really crazy that we're having this conversation, because there's this movie called We Need to Talk About Kevin, and it's about a woman who suffers, I think, postpartum depression after she has this baby, and while she's pregnant with him, she's depressed as well, and he came out like a fucking sociopath, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he shot his sister's eye out with a bow and arrow, killed his little sister.
What is this?
We Need to Talk About Kevin. You ever seen the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Nah.
All right, well, the dude who's in We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Where you coming up with all these titles?
Bro, Perks of Being a Wallflower is a dope ass movie, and it also talks about mental health as well.
Yeah.
But We Need to Talk About Kevin is basically what we're talking about now. The mother basically shows the child that she does not want him, and while he also is initially fucked up, her actions towards him make him more fucked up and make him more unwanted. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he starts acting out a lot more. He brings a bow and arrow to school, shoots up people, starts a fire at school, some shit like that, and ends up getting locked up because of how his mother's relationship was with him and because of how she felt being pregnant. And there's even one scene where like she's so stressed out when he's a baby, and she literally calls him a mistake to his face, and her husband sees it, and her whole family falls apart. All this other crazy shit happens because of her depression and because of her not being able to cope with dealing with her child. You feel me? So this study and this research that we're talking about actually holds some validity. And this is scientifically proven, is it not?
Yeah, I think it is.
That's crazy.
But the way I want to break something down, I want to break down a concept for everybody. So this is the way I look at the human mind. The mind is like a muscle, right? Do you understand the concept of when you guys go to the gym and you work out? You understand?
Brain is an organ.
Right. And I always say the mind is the strongest muscle in the body. And the reason I say that is because you understand the concept of when you work out, you're lifting weights, right? You're actually tearing the muscle, right? The muscle tears, and then it grows back stronger each time. Grows back stronger and more resilient. Now, with that said, that's how I look at the mind. Your mind is made to be broken down. You wouldn't be who you are without your struggles and all the failures and all the bullshit you've actually went through in your life to then become who you are now. The reason your mind is stronger now than it was, as a child is because you were yet to face those problems as a child. Your mind was broken down so many times, just like a muscle would be broken down, and it grew back stronger each time. You had the experience from that. And you could take that.
You don't think some people's minds are weaker than others, though?
I do think some people's minds are weaker than others, but I also think you can change your brain chemistry just by the way you think. You know what I mean? Like if you here's another concept. So with you, what you said there, here would be my reply. So your mind is also like a garden. Positive thoughts are like flowers. You obviously, what do you want in your garden? Do you want weeds or flowers?
Flowers.
You want flowers, right? When you look at a garden, flowers make it pretty, right?
Some weed would be nice too.
No, not that kind of weed. Weeds, what they do is, you know what a weed does in a garden, right? Weed will
actually not all the way.
A weed will basically exactly. It will kill everything around it. It will just come and destroy the whole garden. It will grow around everything, wrap itself around everything, and just fuck the whole shit up, right? That's a negative thought in your mind. As soon as you think a negative thought, that shit destroys your whole fucking mind and everything around. So then you get stuck in this repeated pattern of negative thoughts, and you get stuck in a never-ending circle. That pattern never ends because you start thinking negative, and the more you do that, you plant those negative seeds in your head. So that's why people have to be more conscious of what I'm saying right now, because when you get negative thoughts, like now, when I get negative thoughts versus when I was a kid, I shut them out as soon as fucking possible because I don't want that shit taking over my brain chemistry and my thought process on my day to day.
It's come to a point to where in
my
life, yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. It's come to a point to where in my life that when I'm being negative and I allow myself to stay in a bad mood all day, I can literally almost feel spiritually and physically the negative energy that I'm exuding.
100%. Not and chemically, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever I get a sharp pain in my head when I'm really super stressed out? And I can't. I feel like literally my brain just wants to shut down. I feel like I can't think anymore.
I get headaches. I want to sleep all day. There's actually.
You got to really fight that shit off because that is not healthy for your body at all.
The thing is with being bipolar,
that's why people die young, bro.
Facts. The thing is with being bipolar is that one of the big reasons why bipolar happens and is so prevalent within the mind is that there's too much metal. There's too many unneeded, unreserved metals within my head and the head of other people's. Bro, I swear to God. And there's this medication I can't remember what it's called, and it's it's outlawed in the United States because it works so well, and it actually takes out some of the metals that are within your head that are blocking your brain chemistry from flowing. And I watched a whole YouTube thing on it, and there's this metal that you can take as a powder or some shit
Yep.
And you take this medication. And it replenishes your mind. It replenishes your...
I recommend that everybody that has fucked up levels, because all mental health is just your levels are fucked up. There's some that are deeper than that, obviously, but most of the time you can like experiment with like supplementation, whether it be like some herbal or natural, type supplementation.
Exactly.
Like for example, like the ADD, what I lack dopamine in my brain, and that's the feel-good chemical, right? So you would think I would naturally just walk around and be depressed all day. I'm not. You don't see me walking around being depressed. Yeah. I've figured out like how I have to have my diet and supplementation and shit. You know what I mean? If I didn't have everything like that, I would probably walk around and be like retarded.
It's very,
you know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to think right, and I literally would be so depressed and miserable.
It's very imperative that if you are dealing with a mental issue such as bipolar, depression, anxiety, ADHD, if you're dealing with it holistically, you need to have a healthy diet. You need to have a healthy diet, and
you need to understand and educate yourself on what it is you have.
Exactly.
And like we just talked about, how you can like supplement with it and try to fix it.
Feed your brain as well.
Yeah, man.
Because a stagnant brain will really, really, really make you susceptible to depression. When I was depressed and when I was going through like a lot of bad mood swings and shit like that, when like my bipolar was out of whack, it was just because a lot of it was because I was complacent, because I was unhappy with my life, because I wasn't doing anything.
You weren't stimulating your mind.
I wasn't stimulating my mind. And then I literally went on a week, I think actually not, it wasn't even a week, it was like almost a month long like indoctrination of like education. I just educated myself on a lot of things that I was interested in. So I started learning about Islam, I started learning about the Ottoman Empire, I started learning about Christianity, Greek mythology, gang culture, stuff like that.
Because you were learning about so much more, you were growing and expanding your mind.
Yeah, and I wasn't focusing on the things
that made me depressed. You weren't focused on the negative. Exactly. And that's the whole point. You were then taking that cycle, that repeated negative cycle, right, that you got stuck on for a while, and you were breaking the cycle. Yeah. And that's what a lot of people have a hard time doing. Now, it's it's easier said than done. It's easy to go back. It's always easy to take the it's everybody always wants to take the easy way out, right? It's easy to go back to that cycle of just negativity and the way they think, but you need to that's why I stay busy constantly. Like, I'm always moving around. People think I'm nuts because, like, I got so much going on in my life. But
I be thinking it's your ADD being out of whack.
It probably is. No, it probably is. It keeps me, like, speeding around. Like, I can never just chill out. You know what I mean? I always got something going on. But it's probably also because if I sit still and just think, I'm going to think about all the fucked up shit that I went through. I'm going to think about, any kind of negative shit can really bring you down, and those thoughts scare the fuck out of me, bro. Like,
I hate them.
Yo, those thoughts, bro, as soon as I feel a negative thought even coming on, bro, before I fully let that thought evolve in my head and just grow, like, I want that thought to know it does not have a place in my head. Like, fuck you, get out of my head. I'm going to go do something immediately. As soon as I feel that thought, bro, like, what people normally do is they fold up. They'll either eat for comfort or they'll do something. Like, they'll watch TV or they'll try to sleep or even something worse like self-harm. But sitting around and doing nothing or doing something that's going to be worse to try to justify because, hey, I went through this, so now I'm going to harm myself, it's not okay. Like, you need to keep busy doing something positive. Exactly. You need to learn, like, what positive things. You need to surround yourself first and foremost with positive influences, and because you become a product of your environment, you're going to become the 5 closest people around you. You know what I mean? The 5 people that you spend your most time with in your life, that's who you will become. So if you want to, be fucked up, yeah, sure, go keep hanging out with fucked up people. If you want to be a positive role model or someone that, an influential person, someone that you look up to that is, succeeding in life, if you want to be like that, then fucking hang around those people. But you got to pick and choose what you want.
All the time.
Why do you say that?
Cause, bro, when I first, no fucking lie. When I first met this man, bro, I thought he was a drug dealer. I thought this man sold Adderall to all of the major D1 colleges in the tri-state area. Because when I first went into his house, I was like, this house is way too nice for this nigga to have a legal job. You feel me? And then I saw his Audi. I was like, this Audi is white, and it's an Audi. He's selling coke. He has to be selling coke. And then I realized the man just owns his own business and he's just fucking out here making money on somebody, like on niggas all the time. And like when we started hanging out a lot more and shit, and I realized that like you were actually about your business, I subconsciously started feeling like I needed to get rid of like the dead weight in my own life. because I see what you're doing and I see who you are as my partner in this radio show and music and just getting money, and I'm just like, some of the people around me aren't doing this shit. They're talking this shit, but they're not doing this shit.
That was my mindset when I was like, I would say honestly, when I was like from 14 to, I mean, even earlier than that. Like, obviously, I was around like even worse influences as a younger kid. Honestly, I was exposed to some shit at like 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, like shit I should not have been seeing, you know what I mean? Shit I should not have been doing. Even just something as simple as sitting in the woods with my boy. Like, I was sitting in the woods with my boy while he was rolling up a blunt, and I'm 10 years old.
That's not cute.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine if your kid at 10 years old is sitting in the woods with his boy rolling up a blunt. Like, that's not okay. You know what I mean?
Not cool.
Like, I was exposed to shit, bro. I had to mature quick and really just like adopt like an adult mindset, you know what I mean? Because I saw shit a lot quicker, and maybe it was too much to take on and whatever. But yeah, bro, I had that mindset when I was like in my teens. I figured like I don't want to become like the shit that I'm around. I got to get the fuck out of here. I got to break the cycle.
I shit you not, bro. When I first saw my fucking brother smoke weed, I cried my fucking eyes out. I cried, and I swore.
Yo, when I first found out, like some of my best friends that I grew up with, bro, it broke my heart when I found out that they smoked weed, and then it went from that to my uncle sitting down and having like a intervention type talk, but it was on himself. Like, he came clean to us at the table and had admitted that he had been addicted to like coke and, you know, certain drugs, and my best
powerful
friend and I used to go over. Like, he was always one of my role models as a kid. Like, I used to go over his house, right, and he was into like, you know, superheroes and like we liked the same shit. Like, he was a grown kid. He was a grown ass kid, and it was just fun hanging out with him. So like, I used to get my best friend. We used to go over and sleep over his crib on the weekends sometimes, and like, he came clean when I was like 15. Yeah. I'm only 15, and here my uncle is basically coming clean at the table with me, my mom, my grandma, and letting everybody know, hey, I think it's only right. Like, my grandmom actually wanted me to leave the table, but he's like, I think it's only right that Nick hears this because he was a part of it too. And he said, all those weekends that you guys were over my house, I was like getting high and shit. And it was crazy. Like, it like actually like, I was in like a state of shock, bro. I couldn't talk. Like, I was lost for words. I'm like, yo, like, that's nuts. Like that, it fucked me up. Yeah. It fucked me up.
I remember the first time, like, I found out, like, my friend Bo, God rest his soul, when I found out he was doing heroin, I was like, I was probably like 17 years old. I didn't even know, like, I had no idea what heroin did to you or what dope looked like until I was like in my late teens, early 20s. And it really fucked me up because I come from an environment where, like, that shit gets sold like hotcakes, you feel me? And watching my best friend, like, get fucked up on it and knowing what it was, and then later on in my life trying it and then still trying to justify myself as being a better person than who Bo was, it was fucking ridiculous. Because here I am being exposed to this shit from like a drug dealer's perspective and just only seeing people as flow and like not giving a fuck about their life. Then I'm actually watching my best friend being destroyed by it and then destroying myself by it. And
you're like telling yourself in your head, like, I'm
still better because I'm not going to become a fucking dope addict, because I'm not the one shooting up and I'm not the one nodding out at my house and dropping off my daughter to strangers. You feel me?
Right.
But
and that's crazy to say. Like, I remember I was at like we used to have these big like family parties, and I remember being at a family party, and I don't think I was related to the person. Like, I don't really remember who it was. I think it was like somebody's brother or something. But like, I remember being at a family party. I was like sitting on the couch and just watching this dude like nodding out. Like, he was like behind the door. The door was cracked, and he was sitting like right in the room on the bed, and he was like nodding out. And I'm like wondering what the fuck he was doing. Like, I didn't understand it. Like, I didn't get it yet. I was probably like 12 or 13. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just watching this man. Like, I thought he was just like falling asleep, but he was acting weird, like the way he was moving and shit. And I'm just like, I was watching him like drool and shit. I didn't get it, bro. I was like 12, 13 years old.
That's
like,
heroin, bro.
You know what I mean? This shit's
that
crazy.
And
yeah, I didn't realize for years what he did until later on, and I realized what heroin was, and I was like, damn, he was really like nodding out in there.
Yeah, dude, shit gets real. All right, this is a great subject. This is a really dope subject. You want to keep going? Want to keep elaborating on it? Well, back to the original subject at hand. I think when it comes to like environment and when it comes to like health, women especially need to take their I'm not gonna say women especially because everybody needs to like take care of themselves health wise and emotionally, right. But a woman who carries a child needs to be very aware of her environment.
Yes,
because this is something that can really mess up a kid's
life.
Don't
drink. Don't do drugs. Don't
surround yourself with someone who's draining you of your energy.
Right.
If you're in a relationship and you're pregnant and the man that you're with is draining you of your energy, causing you to be depressed while you're pregnant, or is cheating on you, doing anything, get out of the relationship as fast as possible.
Yeah, if you're not mentally, emotionally, and physically stable to bring a kid into the world, like I say all three of them to say this, like you do realize we just brought up a simple fact that if you're emotionally off or your levels are off mentally, then you very well could fuck your kid up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So with that said, I mean, you might not be emotionally fit or mentally fit to bring a kid into the world. Some people just think it's all physical, like, oh, yeah, I can financially support him and he can have a home and I can buy him shit. That doesn't mean shit. Like, bro, you better be emotionally and mentally, like, in sound. And
I've met kids with great lives on a financial aspect, but when I go to their house, that it's all the fucking show, bro. Because there's
a bunch of fuckery.
Let me put it to you like
behind closed
this.
doors. Yeah,
I had this one friend. His name was Rachel at the time. He's like a transgender male now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And at the time when his name's Andrew now. At the time when Andrew was a Rachel, they were his family was beating him up, and like he was coming to school with black eyes and stuff like that.
His family was?
Yeah, his stepdad was beating him up. And mind you, like I said, like this is when Andrew was a Rachel. And he came to me one day at lunch, and I was like, what happened to your eye? And he was like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, it's not going to fix anything. I don't want to talk about it. And I was pressing him all day. Tell me what happened to your eye, because at this point, me and Rachel were like this. You feel me? Like, I would have definitely did something to somebody if I would have found out. And then he told me like, yeah, my dad did this because he was angry and all this other shit. And it completely fucked up my perspective of their family, because I would go over their house all the time. Their dad was always super nice to me. Mom was a great lady. Little sister was so nice. Like their life seemed pretty dope. But looking back at it now, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking like, damn, like me and her used to do Xanax together at 13, 14 years old. We used to cut ourselves together. So like, and I always used to wonder why Andrew used to like self-harm, because I used to go over their house, like their life was fine from my perspective. And then when I found out that Andrew was getting abused and all this other crazy shit was going on in their house, and how Andrew felt as a person, like not accepting himself for the gender or sexuality that he was, it all made sense, because here we are like sitting and indulging in all this self-destructive behavior, and it's because we don't like ourselves, because we were made to hate ourselves because of someone else. Because
of some other shit that someone else was dealing with that
Exactly.
was around us.
Exactly.
That really was irrelevant or had nothing to do with us, but had everything to do with us because we were in that environment and it fucked us up. So now we deal and live with our own problems that stem from that now has
and it comes to a point to where you feel like you can't even address the situation to the person who made you feel like that, because it's so fucking old now.
Honestly, yo, that's crazy you just said that, because like there's and I'm not out for blaming anybody. Like, I got to deal with my own issues. But, like, some of the issues that I was maybe born with, or some of the issues that I socially or just mentally picked up emotionally, you know, from growing up as a kid, that maybe stem from, like, maybe parents or family members or something. Exactly like you just said, if I went and addressed it with them now, it would be like, well, where's the proof? Or how can you You know, that wasn't, how do you know it's from me or whatever? Like, you can't actually go talk to it. You can't open up and get that closure, you know what I mean, on the people that may have very well caused that issue. You know what I mean? And that's fucked up.
Shit is ridiculous.
That's fucked up. You know, you got to go through your whole life basically, like, dealing with your shit because of that.
Word. Facts.
So we all need to be well aware of how, you know, how we're acting. Be aware of your actions, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Especially when you're around other people. Like, be positive energy. Don't bring people down. Don't like Kendrick says, bitch, don't kill my vibe, you know what I mean? Don't be out here killing people's vibes and fucking shit up.
Word. And stop hating on everything.
Stop hating on everything and get connected.
3 p.m. to 5 p.m. every Sunday. All right, spitballing. We were supposed to talk about this last week, but it just slipped my mind. I want to give a moment of silence to Aretha Franklin.
Oh, my God.
This shit killed me, bro. All right, moment of silence.
Can I just say something about Aretha Franklin?
Yeah, lead this, bro.
Let me explain something to you real quick. All right, and North, I'm gonna grab you for this as well because I know you know damn well who Aretha Franklin is. Here's the thing. Aretha, I don't think people realize she was like not only the queen of soul. Nobody's taking that from her. You're not about to sit here and tell me anybody else was the queen of soul. Aretha Franklin was the queen of soul. Not only that, do you realize the roots of hip hop? What hip hop was built on? The foundation of hip hop.
It was built off soul music and Motown and doo-wop.
It was built off soul, funk, blues, jazz, right? So, like, for that to be one of the first elements of hip-hop, the thing that we all love every day that we talk about, the reason why we have this show, the reason why we stayed up till 4:45, and we were in the studio from 11 to 4:45 a.m. this morning, is actually, you know, she plays a big role. Like, there would be no Kanye West. There would be no Jay-Z.
Perfect example.
There would be no Jay Dilla with his soulful beats. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just throwing out a couple examples of things that we may never hear or see if it wasn't for an Aretha Franklin. So we need to show her respect. She was pronounced dead in the hospital, and that fucked me up. I threw on Aretha Franklin songs on my way to work, and you know, it wasn't even my era, but I have so much respect for that woman, and she was such a pioneer for just music in general outside of hip hop. She was bigger than that because she brought an original sound, and she actually was an OG with a lot of shit. Like, there's a lot of songs that you listen to and hear on the radio today that you may even be able to sing along to and know all the words to, but she was responsible for writing the original version. Like, there's artists that make songs and you think they're their songs, but they're only remakes of Aretha Franklin songs. Like, she's such a fucking OG, bro.
That's crazy.
She's such an OG.
Didn't she was also involved in, like, activism and stuff like that.
Yes, she was.
She was, like, very, very big on black activism.
Oh, and I got schooled by a lot of shit. I probably wouldn't even be able to remember half of it, but my Uber driver the other day, we were talking, you know, he had on some old, like, blues shit, some old soul, and, you know, I was like, what do you think about Aretha Franklin? And he was schooling me to all kinds of shit. Like, he knew her very well. I think he knew, like, people that actually knew her. Like, he actually knew her.
That's crazy.
He said she also was a very good cook, apparently. That's Aretha dope. Franklin could really cook. Like, if you heard she was doing some kind of, like, you know, outing or barbecue or anything, like, you were definitely there. You were definitely grabbing a plate from Aretha Franklin, you know what I mean?
I don't know if you know who Patti LaBelle is.
She could fuck a plate up.
I don't know if you know who Patti LaBelle is, but I think she like has her own.
From Philly, right? Patti LaBelle?
I believe so. She has like her own line of pies and shit now, right? Yeah. That's basically like That's a real
these women could really cook. I guess they were originally from the South.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody had them pies last Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Last Thanksgiving, it was flying out of the stores.
For real. But nah, like Aretha Franklin's death to me is very synonymous to how I felt when Michael Jackson died.
Right.
Because
it's like a part of what we are.
Exactly.
And the culture that we represent every day has now died.
I didn't even know
You
a
know what
lot
I
of Aretha Franklin's music, but I knew of her reputation, and I knew that she was a very big part of hip hop and a very big part of Kanye's career, even. And
we're playing some Aretha before
we have to.
I swear to God.
And when I heard that she died, I was actually at your crib, and my heart dropped to my asshole. Like, it dropped straight to my fucking stomach, and I was completely like torn up about it. And when I told my mom about it, oddly enough, she was completely desensitized to it. She grew up to Aretha Franklin, bro. Like,
you don't realize what Aretha Franklin just means to me. Period. She was, like I said, I wasn't even that wasn't my era, but like when I started like really taking this rap thing serious and finding beats online and shit, like looking like when going to YouTube, finding like type beats was a thing. Like, bro, I was really out here looking for like Aretha Franklin type beats. I remember like a couple. You know who did it for me? What was the track? Most Def. Most Def did. He did a Aretha Franklin sampled track.
I'm honestly not sure.
Yo, that was one of the craziest songs, bro, I ever heard. And like after that, I was looking up all kinds of Aretha Franklin type beats, bro, and rapping over them. Like,
that shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I was influenced by her at such a young age, didn't even realize it. But she's God bless her, and she left a beautiful impression on the game and the culture and everything. And she was an amazing person.
You know how she died?
And may she rest in peace.
You know how she died?
Special prayers for her and her family.
I think it was like pancreatic cancer.
Do I know how she died? I don't.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was like pancreatic cancer or something like that. I'm not 100% like sure on it, but I was talking to somebody about it, and they were like, "Yeah, she had like cancer. She's been fighting it for years." Actually, I was talking to my coworker about it, and they said like it was pancreatic cancer. She was fighting it for years, and unfortunately, she just left us. And it's crazy because like, how many of us were really thinking about Aretha Franklin until Aretha Franklin died?
Bro, every time we weren't, because we weren't prepared for something like that. You know what I mean? Like every time an OG like that dies, like I think in my head, like, because I'm one of those guys that likes to experiment musically, right?
Yeah.
So like I'll make songs with anyone from like Aretha Franklin to like Incubus. You know what I mean? Like I'll make songs with any type, and that shit I put you on a couple weeks ago, Borns.
Yeah.
That shit, like,
fire.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll make tracks with any other genre, and I wanted to do a song with Aretha, bro.
Of course she was.
She was. I mean, like to this day, like she was still not touring. That was the one thing I did learn about her. She hated tours.
Why?
She said she had a bad experience. Like,
Shoe would have brought her on tour
a long time ago. Like, she didn't like it, and she never went back on a tour. Like, she still do a bunch of shows, but she won't tour.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so that was the thing that I had learned like a while ago about the touring, because I know she do so many shows and so many appearances and stuff like that, you know. But she wasn't touring. But
been getting paid hefty for those appearances.
and she was.
Oh yeah, I mean, the one thing about it is she is a staple.
She is such a staple in the game.
You know, so when it comes to that, like, that money don't never go nowhere. When you look at people like her, Frankie Beverly and Maze, like the OJs, and you know, all of them type of groups that's still working.
The Temptations.
Yeah, like they still working, still doing shows. You know, because even like you said, like we wasn't thinking about Aretha, but she had a whole lane of people that still was. That she was still very relevant to until this day.
Right.
You know, that was still.
Think about it. Like, she impacted me, and she was from. What was her like real decade? Like, where she. I'm sure it was a couple decades. She was really tearing it up with 70s, right?
Yeah.
So, we're talking 3-4 decades later.
Yeah.
And she's impacted me enough.
But they be the same artists, because if you look at like the Michael Jacksons and, you know, all the artists that was out then and doing shows and doing huge shows, and like my daughters know who Michael Jackson was, or who certain artists was that was out during that time before your daughters to be, and for kids to know like certain artists that was out in the 70s.
Bro,
it's crazy.
I shit you not. Anita Baker is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, I love Anita.
I'd rather listen to Anita Baker than any rap artist in my
family. Yeah, I love Anita.
I could listen to her all day.
Yeah, her voice.
Amazing, bro.
Yeah.
So different. You feel me?
Yeah.
I could listen to Anita Baker, Shaka Khan, who else? The Temptations, old Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5.
I sampled the Temptations on my my new project coming out. Yeah.
I could listen to Stevie Wonder all day, bro. Smokey Norfield all day, bro. Even gospel, CeCe Winans, Yolanda Adams, you know. Like, I love music like that over rap music. And I'm 23 years old and a rapper. You feel me? Because you have to understand.
You should be well-rounded. You know what I mean?
I'm
that helps you grow as an artist.
I'm very well-rounded. And, like, there's times where I even listen to an Erykah Badu song and then I go back and listen to, like, a Shaka Khan song or like what's this woman's name? She was like an old like scat artist. But like it doesn't even matter. When you listen to stuff like that and then listen to stuff like Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, Jodeci even, and Mary, you understand how crazy.
Now you're talking my language.
And you understand how crazy and how influential all of these old artists are, bro. Because without Aretha Franklin, without Stevie Wonder, without Ray Charles, without Billy Withers, without B.B. King, without all of these artists, none of B.B. King, my nigga, without a lot of these artists, rap music wouldn't even exist.
Bing Crosby?
I don't even know who that is.
Come on, North, help me out.
What's that?
Tell him who Bing Crosby is.
Oh shit! You listen to?
You know, damn right. You had the Christmas album, the Bing Crosby Christmas album.
I was about to say you got that in your collection.
Yeah, bro.
I haven't heard that name in so fucking long.
When I listen during Christmas time,
you got an old
bring
soul.
out the Bing Crosby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, not in my hood. We bring out the Snoop Dogg Christmas album. Nah, you know, like the Temptations and
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
My mom definitely put me on a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire. And the Gap Band, my mom put me onto the Gap Band hard, bro. Like, dumb hard. But, like, one of the only artists I never actually listened to, ironically enough, was Aretha Franklin. I never listened to her catalog enough, bro. Like, ever. And Shoes over here trying to pick a song.
Let's not forget Al Green.
Al Green? What song did he make, bro? What song is he famous for? I know Bill Withers is famous for Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. Fucking, like...
I want to actually, all this talk's got me all hype. I want to play a track from Aretha, but I don't want to play Respect, Respect, because she's known for that. I want to play like something that nobody, may have heard. I don't know. In remembrance of Aretha Franklin, we're gonna play a track.
Yeah, we about to sit here and hit y'all with this Aretha Franklin real quick.
Let me school you to why hip hop is the way it is today and why it's so beautiful.
Facts, because I know y'all young niggas don't know shit about this.
Give me the chord. Put that in there.
Sorry, technical difficulties. Sorry, we was trying to figure out this out-course situation.
Trust your heart, share all of your love, till death do you part.
let me explain something to you real quick.
That was a late and great.
I
Aretha
have
Franklin.
fucking chills all through my body right now. That's how crazy that shit is. That's real music. You know what I mean? You can't just get chills off of just anything. Like, that soulful music really touches me. That shit was beautiful.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Aretha Franklin.
Yeah,
for
man.
real, man.
Definitely.
Jeez. We got anything else you want to talk about, Nick?
Now, other than just want to let everybody know, we're gonna wrap it up here in a second, but I want to let everybody know, everybody that's listening right now, everybody's been through some shit. Everybody, you can't just look at anybody and think that they haven't been through some shit. You don't know what people have been through. For all you people that have been through some shit, please reach out to us. I don't care if it's 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. As I say every week now, I've already helped people with this. Just reach out and get some help, whether it's us, you can reach out to Josh, you can reach out to myself. I'm not going to drop his full gov because we don't do governments anymore, but
fuck the feds.
You can you could find me on S.H.O.E 856. That's S.H.O.E, like a shoe on your foot, 856 on IG. Please go follow us right now. We are the most lit radio show out right now. The_connection_ radio show, where we connect the dots between hip hop and mental health. And we'll definitely try to follow you back because we're just dope like that. And
Facts.
And also go follow Hendo at
Hendo 609_. Yeah.
You heard it here first. And we're gonna have an Instagram for K Swiss pretty soon. That's coming soon.
Yo.
Let me just tell you something. Let me just tell you something.
This shit right here, nigga.
Yeah, right. This shit right here. Yo, Hendo and I have been cooking up, and this isn't the first time you've heard this. There's a lot of artists that they talk that shit because they need to, right? But I'm telling you right now, when I say we've been cooking up some shit. Hendo, you got anything you want to add? I don't really want to give away too much, but just know that we're working out here, and don't think because we got the radio show now and S.H.O.E hasn't released music in a little bit that we're not about to fucking drop bombs on them, because we got some shit coming. I fucking promise you when I say, and I'm talking all kinds of fucking different types of weird, crazy music you've never heard in hip hop. You're gonna your mind is gonna be blown. You're not gonna know what to do with yourself.
Y'all gonna hear birds having sex in our beats. You feel me? Squawk. But nah, like for real. Just like Shu said, like we, the things that we're working on right now are like completely experimental. Something that I feel like rappers aren't really doing. Something I feel like is like very, very, even though there is a market for it, it's still very, You
can tell them we're trying to pioneer some new shit.
Yeah, we
really are. We're trying to bring other genres into hip hop.
We're trying to pioneer some new shit right now.
I don't want any of my shit to sound like hip hop anymore. And that's the beautiful thing about hip hop. You could bring any genre into hip hop, and it will still be hip hop.
Exactly. Like we're gonna do some amazing things. We're definitely gonna hit y'all heads. Like y'all not really ready for the shit that we have out. me and Nick got some shit. I'm working on my own solo shit. Got like a few projects. Like I'm working with other artists. This year, by the end of this year and by the beginning of next year, I promise our radio show, our popularity, everything that we're trying to do here for you guys is going to level up. And I put that on everything I love.
Yeah,
Anything else left?
Just know that, guys, I've been promoting this motherfucker for so long, but Dream is finally getting pressed up and finished. And just know that it's coming. That's all I want to say. Dream is coming. Dream's really exercise of mine is on the way, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody that's been, patiently waiting. And that's pretty much all I have, guys. Make sure you tune in every Sunday where you can catch us 3 to 5 p.m., where we talk about connecting the dots between hip-hop and mental health. You better do yourself a favor and get connected. And tell everybody out there, tell your mom, tell your grandmom, tell your uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, dog. Tell everybody. Okay?
Facts.
All right.
And we
out.
Are
We'll see you next week.